Hey, how are you, peoples? I've been at this story for a little while. There's so many versions that I, keep updating on various software programs, and then there's this one I pulled out of the trash, all marked up. Not reading that one. Then this one I was working on yesterday or the day before. It's pretty marked up. See, I need an editor, but she died. Anyway, this is my latest rendition. It's called Tony Hackdorf, or 1-800-EAT-SHIT. It's about number 60 in 72 of the Ring Cycle, Des Nibelungen, or whatever. Tales Told Out of School. This one's Tony Hackdorf, or 1-800-EAT-SHIT. And how long is it? It's about, I don't know, six minutes. A red eagle talon driven by former student Tony Hackdorf comes growling down the curved street past teacher Tom O'Shea towards Sunfish Lake. Ooh, growling down. You know how cars do that. O'Shea squats and listens on his front steps. Turning a corner, its power steering belt screeches like a baby chainsaw. O'Shea waves, but Tony does not wave back. Not even the ubiquitous backhanded peace sign. Tony never looks over. This guy, O'Shea mumbles in fragments to himself, in his hoodie, sipping tea whose ice cubes rattle when he sets down his bottle on the cement. The steps are still warm. The evening is deep blue. Trying to get the gravel out of my throat. It's probably that iced tea. Hot tea right now, though. The steps are still warm. The evening is deep blue. Sounds of pine trees whispering and skateboards clattering. Tony. Hey, O'Shea's wife Nola says through cracking the front door. I'm shutting this. It's freezing in here. Oh, come on, leave it open. No, I'm freezing. Fine. Sorry. When are you coming in? Why don't you come out here? I'm not coming out there. Okay, I'm just chilling, detoxing from school. School is out forever for the graduate Tony and the retired O'Shea. This guy. The teacher goes on, smiling, eyes smiling. O'Shea's lips are moving. Kid hates my guts. Won't come to class, do his work, get off his phone. Won't wake up till the lunch bell rings. Then you know he slingshots out that room. Slingshots. Mom says he's up all night making voiceovers for YouTube gaming videos. Because he's got a grip of followers. I just can't with that. So we're jammed in my room, O'Shea recalls, looks over his shoulder, and wife Nola has shut the front door. The inside door. Now he's closed outdoors. The classroom smells like pizza and dead mice. This boy cannot write, but he has loads of material. Like his dad's leg blown off in Afghanistan, stepping on an improvised explosive device, but he's not on that. O'Shea looks up at the whispering pines and goes on. Tony's head is down on his arms. I'm holding his pen, poking the tip on his bare arm. If he's sleeping, I'm trying to wake him up, piss him off. Doesn't even say, dude, would you quit? So I tease him that I'm going to write weasel on his arm. Got as far as the W, and he grabs pen, stands up, whips it over my head. Says, fuck, dude, and tries to stomp out the door, but I jump up and stand in his way. I'm trying to get him to rewrite Langston Hughes's theme for English B in his own words about what teachers don't know about him, because that's what Langston wrote. And I yell, what does your teacher not know about you? And finally Tony blows. None of you know shit about me! Tony shouts, looking at my legs for a gap to duck past me. The bodily autonomy woo-woo determines we may not touch each other, or consequences will follow. It's not 50-50, but tenuous. A deal both sides can renegotiate at any time. These received truths about touching stretch thin if a male teacher and male student clown and play shove. But they go haywire if a kid starts a fight or a teacher goes insane and strikes a kid. Then write that down, I yell at him. Fuck off me, man, he snaps, or I'll drop you. O'Shea shifts his butt bones on the top step. He looks up at the darkening blue sky as a cardinal calls, Pitu, pitu. See now, Tony's blow-up has been coming a long time. I step away from the doorway but say, what don't I know about you? Langston Hughes is telling his teacher what he doesn't know about him. I've been pushing Tony for weeks to write something. And not even 5 paragraphs, just 3. I say 1 paragraph. Then 2 sentences. Nope, he writes 2 words. It was. Then the bell rings. He goes to lunch. He won't even write about his dad's leg blown off in Afghanistan. I know he can't write, but I would help him. I've taken his dictation so many times it makes my eyes bleed. He's done with high school, graduated on his IEP. Works at Northland Air Conditioning. Used to work at Frank's Hardware. Before that, Super Value. Before that, caddying at Schmidt Lake Golf Course. Once, I went to pick up furnace filters at Frank's Hardware. I did not realize Tony's behind the counter, unscrewing a dirty light switch with the wires hanging out. He tightens his lips when I push the door in and the bell goes ding-a-ling. He finally glances up, then down. Can I help you find something? He says, pretending not to know me. How's it going with work, Tony? He looks down the aisle at the basement stairs, which have a chain and a sign that reads employees only, then over at his co-worker sitting on a stool by the key grinder in back, as if he's wondering, who's listening? He goes, today's my last day. I'm gonna work in air conditioning. What? Another job? That's pretty cool. You do seem to get jobs, and that's not easy. He allows a little grin, then finds me my furnace filters. We return to opposite sides of the counter as if we will never be on the same side of the counter in life. I say, hey, sorry I was hard on you about that paper. He doesn't look up, but his eyebrows twitch a bit. He glances over at the key grinder coworker as if to tell me, Joe won't stop talking about my shit. I look at the key grinder kid and say, how's it going? He smirks at me and does the hello eyebrow pump. Eyes back down on his phone. Tony just says, that'll be $9.96 for 4, $10.66 with tax. You want a copy of your credit card receipt? I say, no thanks. He runs my card and gives it back. Well, good luck, I say. Yep. Not much of a talker, Tony. His Red Talons bumper sticker reads, how's my driving? Call 1-800-EAT-SHIT. It has disappeared in the trees, gurgling softer and lower down to the far end of Sunfish Lake until it no longer can be heard. When it turns a corner, though, its steering belt screeches straight across the water. That Tony is going places. And that's Tony Hackdorf. Take it easy.